So we've already selected our local problem and we've made a plan of the things that we want to talk about it. So in today's lesson, we're going to look at cause and effect language and how to create sentences about cause and effect. To start with, we're going to have a look at nouns, verbs, and prepositions, and a few useful words that we can use while talking about cause and effect. So, let's have a little look at nouns first. So, the three main nouns we're going to focus on are effect, consequence, and result. Technological process can have negative effects for animal habitats. Rapid growth may have serious consequences. Studying hard leads to good results. So as you can see, we can include some modal verbs that can help us to hedge our language. So maybe we're not very sure about the strength of the effects, and therefore we could add in can or may. Let's have a little look at some useful verbs now. The verbs we're going to focus on in today's lesson are cause, result in, and lead to. Eating an unbalanced diet can cause severe illness and vitamin deficiency. Urbanization often results in the loss of forests and farmland. Poverty doesn't always lead to violent crime. So, as with nouns, we can use modals to hedge our language. We can also use some time phrases such as often or sometimes. And please don't forget, it's also possible to make negative sentences using these verbs. Moving on to prepositions now. The three main preposition phrases we're going to look at are as a result of, due to, and for these reasons. Hundreds of children die as a result of contaminated water. The number of animals in urban areas declines due to the construction of buildings and roads. Noise is absorbed by plants and trees. For these reasons, motorways are often lined with green areas to improve noise levels and living conditions of residents. Now we're going to focus on the direction of the sentences. So if we want to start with the cause and finish with the effect, that's one way to write it. Let's have a look at these two examples. Road accidents can have serious consequences for animals as well as people. Supportive families greatly influence a student's success. So as you can see highlighted in red here, the cause is at the very start of the sentence. To add some variation, we may want to start our sentences with the effect instead of the cause. Again, let's have a look at two examples. The roads were blocked due to protests in the capital. The demographic changes in our society result from a decrease in birth rates. As you can see here highlighted in red, the cause is at the end of the sentence. It's also possible to write the exact same sentence with the exact same meaning in two different ways. So firstly, let's have a look at starting with the effect and finishing with the cause. Negative effect on human health can be caused by thermal stress. Now let's have a look at starting with the cause and finishing with the result. Thermal stress can result in negative effects on human health. These two sentences have the exact same meaning, but we flip them around to try and add some variety. Okay, so as you've seen in today's video, there are several useful words that we'd like to recommend to you for working with cause and effect. There are more words that you can find. There is a document connected to the end of this video. However, we think that these words are very useful, and using these techniques, such as reversing the cause and effect language, will help you to create more interesting and more dynamic sentences. Once you have completed the Blackboard video quiz for this video, there are a few examples that you can try